Why, hello everyone. I know it's been quite a while since I've done an edited video like this, and I just wanted to say hello. I've missed everyone, but let's chat, shall we? So this is actually the triumphant return of a series I started 4 years ago on my PS4, yes, my PS4, when I started my YouTube journey, and I called it Bedrock Survival. And in this series, we're going to just hang out, chat. I'm going to talk about my theories when it comes to playing Minecraft, how I Minecraft, and what I like to do in Minecraft. So, I had a friend of mine look up a seed for me, and my one request is I wanted a survival island. It is completely disconnected from the mainland. We have a savanna biome over here on the far side of the island. And then over on this side of the island, we have a plains biome in a very, very sparse forest off there in the distance. Step one, we gotta punch the tree. It's the one thing that never changes really about Minecraft. If you're getting into it for the first time or you're starting a brand new world as an old head veteran, you always gotta punch them trees. Now, we gotta kind of find a nice location for where we want to put our crafting bench. Because wherever I put my crafting bench is usually where I decide to settle when I'm first starting a new world. And genuinely, I think this little area, this flat area here between the savanna and the little plains hill over there is going to be a great spot for it. Alright, so we've got our starter tools here. We've got our axe, and we've got our pickaxe, and I'm hoping... Oh, there's a sheep there behind us. Couple of sheeps. We're gonna go talk to these animals with murderous intent and relieve them of their wool and other vital bits, and hopefully get a bed going. That way we can sleep when it's night and keep the mobs at bay, at least until we're ready to rock and roll. Here, sheepy. Hello. Kablow. Nope. There we go. There's 1, 2. Thank you kindly. And we've got number 3 over here. Alright, so now we've got some mutton and we've got our wool. Wow, now we're just getting all sorts of sheepies spawning in. I'm hoping we get some oak saplings, because these are our only 2 oak trees here on the island. I feel like that's my one critique about pumpkins that are naturally generated. I would really like it, and it doesn't even need to be attached to farmland. I just think it would be neat if they had the stem connected to it instead of just having them sitting out like this. Well, we got 2 saplings back. Hello, Mr. Chicken. I don't have any seeds for you right now. I'm trying to get saplings. But eventually we'll build a little chicken coop. I've never built an auto chicken cooker. Maybe that's something else I can do in the future and do a video about that. We've got a few minutes before it's going to be night, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to craft a bed up. That way when the sun goes down we can sleep. And I'm also going to start digging into the ground because we need some cobblestone. As you can see, my health is going down pretty swiftly. Because we're playing on hard mode, so obviously I've got to make sure that I keep up on my food supply. So I'm going to craft a bed so we can sleep when it's night, and I'm going to start the entrance to our mining area. Right, there we go. And of course, you know, I've got to do the classic red bed. You can't, you know, if you have the ability to make a red bed, you've got to start with a red bed. Plus, it matches my outfit, so bonus points for that too. So if that's where we're going to put our starter house, is right here centrally located, where would we put our mine entrance? Would it be over here? Yeah, maybe it'd be a little further afield, kind of over here. We can do it in this far side of this hill. We'll put it right over here. You know what? And we'll mark it too. We're going to put it right around here. Oh, bam. Go. And there we have it, everybody. Our first night is on the books, and we didn't even see a single hostile mob. I think there's a couple burning off there in the distance, But now our next step is we need to start our mine entrance and get a furnace and speak to some more of these animals in the area with murderous intent, so we can get some food on the go, so we can keep our strength up, so we can mine. I think that's enough so we cans. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let's put it right around here, I think. It'll be perfect. Alright, there we go. So this is where the mine's gonna end up. So it's gonna be a 5 wide stairwell, and I'm gonna do it each step's gonna be 2 blocks wide. So it'll kind of gradually go down into the ground. Because I think eventually that'll look nice with a minecart line down through it. First furnace, first crafting bench, first bed. All within the first day. I love getting a whole bunch of firsts done first. Once we get our food up, we're gonna go talk to some more of these passive mobs on the island and get some pork chops and some steak and some other goodies. That way we can keep up our stamina, and then we're gonna be working on the mine, because we're gonna need iron and stuff. Alright, now that I am all healed up and ready to rock and roll, let's talk to some of these animals running around the island. Hi, Mr. Chicken. Mind if I speak to you real quick? Thank you. Appreciate it. What about you, Mr. Piggy? Alrighty. You're good, Mr. Horse, because I don't get anything but leather from you, and I can get leather and steak from cows, so congratulations on that one. Oh, look at you. Just ready to hop into the furnace? Alright. And we've got a donkey over here. You're good to go, donkey. You don't have to worry about it one bit, I promise. Another donkey. Hello there, donkey. Hello, Mr. Chicken. I'm sorry you had to see that donkey. You don't give a shit, huh? Alright, I'm gonna leave you to do donkey things. Thank you, Mr. Piggy. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum. Kill the chicken, gotta kill the chicken. Alright, so we've got 6 pork chops, 4 chicken, and 3 mutton. Correction. Oh. Get back here. Get back here. Correction. We have 7 pork chops, not 6. That's what he gets for letting my axe die on him. Of course he had to be dealt with. There we go. There it is, everybody. We got our first set of stone tools. And I've got a decent amount of wheat seeds on me. And we've got some sugarcane growing over here. You can't really see it yet, but it's right above my cursor, growing on the far side over there near our mine. And now we're gonna come down here, actually, and we're gonna give it some friends. We're gonna build a little riverside plot of wheat seeds down here. There we go. So now we'll get wheat to breed cows and sheeps, and we'll have plenty of seeds for breeding chickens, and we'll have plenty of bread to feed ourselves. And then in the long term, we'll have plenty of wheat over time to make bread, because eventually we are going to catch a zombie villager and try and cure him and put him to good use. Jeez. That Enderman is on crack. Like, we get it, dude. You like to teleport. Get over yourself. Kill my first cow. But not my first sheep. Been murdering you guys left and right, haven't I? Perfect, perfect. We even got some feathers. The chickens have been very generous with their feathers lately. This Enderman just will not stop. I don't feel like fighting you. It's obsessed with me. Oh my god. Alright, y'all are gonna have to be chill with this. Where is he? There he is. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Hey, look at that. I got a grass block. I don't even have any silk touch or anything, and I got a free grass block. Thank you, Mr. Endy. Oh, hello, Mr. Sheep. Goodbye, Mr. Sheep. Alright. Alright, so this is our first torch. At our first little setup here on the edge of our island. And now I'm going to kind of map out from here and kind of set a safe perimeter with torches without overly spamming the area. Because the whole key is to make sure you have enough torches that you're covering enough area with light, but not so close that you're like torch spamming and causing some issues. When you place down a torch, it has a light level of 15. Now what does that mean? A light level of 15 means that it has a radius of 15 blocks around each torch that will be illuminated. Hostile mobs will only spawn in light level 0, which means no light at all. I place my torches 11 blocks apart, and I find that that gives me enough coverage. In the early game like this, I'm going to want everything really well illuminated to keep us safe and to keep our area safe. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention, if you have a torch up on a higher block like this, it will go down another one when you step down. So that means these two torches are 11 blocks apart, but because the light goes down one, this block here actually acts like an extra block. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because you have that step down in, even though we don't think about it in base Minecraft, there is a lip, there's a ledge to that block, and it is semi-blocking the sun, or blocking the torch rather. So it causes that little bit of light dip. So you do want to take that into consideration if you have a large area that is very hilly. If it's very hilly or there's a lot of dips and valleys, you will likely need to place your torches a little bit closer than 11 blocks apart. But just play it by eye. And here we have a start. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you just light it up like this. And then I'm likely going to extend this out a little bit further, but I don't want to dull you guys with me just placing all sorts of torches, so I'm going to do that real quick. And yeah, bippity boppity boop. Sorry about the lighting jump scare there. I was getting my ass handed to me by zombies trying to light up the area. But as you can see here in the background behind me and around me, I have expanded the torches to a safe, reasonable distance, so we shouldn't have anything coming up and biting us in the ass here or over at the quarry. And speaking of quarry, I'm going to work on digging this out a little bit. If I see anything interesting or I come across anything interesting, I will clue you guys in. We all know how the early game is, and I feel like I've shown a decent amount how I do my early game so far, so we will continue to work on this after I kill this zombie. Hello there, Mr. Zombie. Goodbye there, Mr. Zombie. Jeez. Oh, and here come his buddies. Can't you guys see I'm monologuing? Can't you see I'm trying to do the Minecraft thing? Can't you see? Alright, if I'm not rudely interrupted again, I'm going to continue working on the quarry, and if I find anything interesting, I will clue you guys in, and we will continue this early game grind. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum! Hello, everyone. So I have mined a little bit further down into the ground. It's actually the next day. I played for about another hour, hour and a half, digging deeper and deeper, all the way down to level 0. And then I went and made dinner and hung out with my wife and watched some Brave New World, Captain America Brave New World. Our mine shaft goes all the way down to Y level 0 currently. And all I did was dig down through the ground. I didn't remove any ores or anything because I wanted to do that on screen with you folks. So here we are, a little further down, and we're going to come across some coal. We're going to leave that coal there for now because we got these goodies down here. Because this is what we really need, is this iron. And even though we're not on a mountain, we seem to be having really great ore generation on this island, because as I went down further and further, like we have this coal up here, and we have this iron and this random gold here, and then we've got some copper we'll dig out later. We've got some more iron up here in the ceiling, some lapis lazuli there in front of me. We're actually going to leave that there for now. So we don't really need lapis right now. We need the iron. And then I actually made this little platform here, and then we're going to have 3 different spurs running off it. And when I went to start digging this spur, I actually found these diamonds generated in there. And I took this as a good omen, that it's a good thing to be back in the solo survival world and to bring the Bedrock Survival series back as a whole. It felt like a good omen finding those. So we're going to leave those there for now because I want to try and get some iron going, because obviously we can't use our stone pickaxe on these goodies because they'll just break. Alrighty, everybody. So I have our iron here, and I've got some little goodies here in the separate barrel. So for starters, let's get some armor and a bucket. Look at that, we got one low piece of iron to our name, but we will have more the further we expand our mine area down there. And let's get suited. There we are. Got our handy dandy bucket now, and feels good to be ironed. And we've only been playing for about 3 hours. But I'm also not a speedrunner, so I am a builder first and foremost. So maybe my progression tree is a little bit different than other people's. But now that we've got that out of the way, let's grab some of our goodies here. And I really don't want to move much here. I do think we're going to move this. So let's go right there. And then I always like to do it on an odd so I can have like a center point. Okay, so now we've got the 4 corner posts up on what's going to be our little camping hut. Yeah, 3 should be enough. I was trying to decide if I wanted to go higher, because I kind of want to go like this, but I may actually end up taking out this center support. What we're going to do is I'm going to put them in place, and we're going to step down here. Yeah, not a fan of that. So we're going to take it out. It's important when you're trying to build, especially in the early game, allow yourself to be openly creative. Allow yourself to try things, and if those things don't work, don't be afraid to tear them down and try again. So firstly, put polished slab stairs like this. Because these are what we're going to build our arch off of. Is those corner posts, basically. Alright. And now we're going to take slabs like this. And basically you're just stepping up with the slabs. Just like this. Can be a little tricky sometimes. And as you can see, I'm one high. So what we'll do is, oh, I'm gonna fall. That's what we're gonna do. Not what I intended, but happens. Alright, so we're at 69 here on this top. And we're at 70 on this one. So what we're going to need to do... Come on. I forgot how slow stone tools are. There we go. Yes, perfect. Perfect. I do enjoy when a plan comes together. And this will be a nice little campsite. And luckily it's kind of tucked off to the side a little bit here. So we'll be able to kind of utilize the area around it, but still have this set up here. Kind of like a memorial, you know what I mean? Once we move on to greener pastures and we start doing bigger projects and we start doing other things, it'll be nice to have like a reminder of how it all started. I'm gonna go like this. We're going to use the oak slabs to make a full block. Okay, and then from that, we're going to go acacia. And again, we're essentially making full blocks here, except they're half slabs. And this is on, like, the bottom half of this block is on the top, and then the top is on the bottom. I'm hoping that's not confusing. It's the only way I know how to explain this. But it's going to give you this definition where you have the polished deep slate stairs and slabs almost look like they're binding or holding together the wooden roof. And it gives it a little bit more definition. It makes it stick out a bit more. Plus, once we get some more iron, we should be able to attach lanterns to these top ones here in the front and in the back. And that'll give it some nice accenting too. So you're basically just bumping everything up half a block or half a slab from what it used to be. And it just slowly steps things up, just like that. It's really this simple, guys. Anybody can do this. I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anybody can do this. It's ice delivery day over at Holly Farms across the way. That's our little corner bodega here in the Allentown district of Buffalo. So you might hear that in the background as well, but this is... I live in the city, so... that does mean we're going to have some noise sometimes. But I like it. And I hope you guys like it too. I hope it makes it feel more like you are actually just playing this game with me at home. Chilling in my living room with me. Holy shit! Look at the size of that tree! Sorry to get distracted, guys, but that thing popped up right in front of me as I was breaking those fences, and that is ginormous. This is what I want. You'll notice I've got a bunch of saplings here along the riverside, so my plan is I'm going to keep chopping them down until I get a whole bunch of these big suckers here, and then I kind of want to line this side of the island with big oak trees, and then maybe have like a meandering walking path down along the seaside this way, leading to our mine area. Sorry to like randomly, I'm like talking about building, and then all of a sudden I get distracted because that tree shot up out of nowhere. I like it. I think it's a nice little starter base. Nice little starter hut. Because this is what genuinely, I enjoy nothing else than having a setup like this. I really do. I'm sure it's not for everybody, but this is how I like to Minecraft. I like my early game feeling like I'm out camping, and I like building these little huts. I started doing it several years ago, and they're not even this exact hut, but I like building little huts like this because it's super fun, and they're super easy. You can whip them together in about 20 minutes, if that. To use a culinary term, if you mise en place, which is all of my everything in its place is what it translates to. It's a cooking term, meaning you have everything prepped and ready. If you have the building blocks prepped and ready for something small like this, it whips together in like 10 minutes, if that, as long as you have all your stuff prepped. If you don't have enough oak wood like someone, whose name is Sophie, and you end up having to go and cut down more oak trees, that's going to add a little bit more time. But if you plan and you make sure you have everything ready to go, it usually works out in your favor. I'm sorry this has been such a chaotic, hectic first episode of the Bedrock Survival series, but I really wanted to get back into a solo world because I felt like this would be a good venue for me to just talk about what's going on with me or my theories on Minecraft. They're going to be longer episodes. They're going to be kind of more drawn out because I want to provide people with inspiration. I don't want to teach people how to build tutorials. I want to give you the information and I want to give you the inspiration to build your own path. I want to give you the guide rails. I want to give you the training wheels. I want to give you the tips and tricks that I find useful and I find helpful in the way that I play Minecraft because they may benefit you. They may be helpful to you in providing inspiration or engagement in your creative process to get you thinking outside of the box. If you're here and you're watching, I want to help provide that inspiration and that passion to make you believe in yourself the way I believe in you, the way I believe in myself. We can do this, guys. If I can do this, y'all can do this. And you're going to get tired of hearing me say that. I know I'm being very Bob Ross, but that's what I aspire to be. I want to be the Bob Ross of Minecraft. I want to give you the inspiration to go out and build your own wonders. I want to show you how I paint happy trees so you can go out and paint your own happy trees. Again, apologies. I know this episode's been kind of hectic and chaotic. I'm hoping to have these out pretty regularly to you guys. If there's anything you want to hear me talk about or anything you want to hear me explain in the future, comment down below and let me know. If you're as excited as I am to see this series return after 4 long years, let me know that too, because I'm super excited. Trying to get back into doing more edited videos like this, because I know some people prefer them over the live streams. But I will still be live streaming over at twitch.tv/BogwitchSophie. So if you want to see me do some stuff live, you can absolutely find me over there. And I'd love to see you guys. But either way, I genuinely hope everyone has a lovely day and a beautiful tomorrow. Stay hydrated, educated, elevated, and medicated. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Later, everybody.